This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here comes LaNorris Sellers. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
In the backfield, it's Bennett. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Shoots it to the left. Unloads in the nick of time.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Long way to go on second down. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Out wide right, it's Tuggle. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then
and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. The Gators decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. He's got great speed, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Sellers. Rush right in his face. Oh, pressure's coming. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
At the 35, he's got room. Jumped on top of the pile. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here's Sellers to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
He's got the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tuggle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it. It's McAllister. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to go.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for him.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Trying to take it back. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Clark. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Throwing, Sellers. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Rifles it down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone is on infraction. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making the punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Holly Rowe has an update.
Down here on the Gamecocks sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I think most offensives around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got enough. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Working the ground game. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Sellers lets it go for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Now on the move. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Left side is Harbor. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. And it's good! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big one.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Gators want to move quickly.
If we're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Pryor. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive under 2 minutes to play. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Right side, it's Jackson. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Jackson.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Under pressure. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And now the nightmare of every offensive coordinator, 3rd and 10. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, Florida. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Makes a catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Now here's Sellers.
And that's a great throw by this young man. Listen, he's had an up-and-down day, actually probably a little bit more down than up, but this is the big moment. This is where his team needs him to come through. Great start. Let's see if he can put this together, trailing late in this football game.
Out wide right, it's Tuggle. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Rush is on. He sacked this defense all over it. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Right side, it's Harbor. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Still looking. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this will be for the win.